Very much for inviting us here, and thank you very much for coming here in such a great number of so fantastic people. Thank you very much. I am here to speak on behalf of Partia Razem. Some of you could hear us about us already. Some of us could not, since we are quite new party that was established in May this year. Shortly after we started the branch in Scotland as well. I have a very good message for all of you to say on the very beginning of my speech. We were given a green light by our national committee to participate in a RISE coalition as a members of RISE coalition. So Razem in Scotland is joining the The political situation in Poland is not looking very colorful. You can complain that you have got Labours or so in Spain as a so-called left wing being in opposition. But imagine in our country we have got Conservative party in government and Conservative party as the main opposition. Yeah, we're fucked, as I said. We are a country that 2 million of us had to migrate over the last 10 years from Poland. Many of us into Britain. 30% of people who are working in Poland are working without contracts or zero hours contracts or without any contracts. Over the last 8 years, the number of people living in poverty rose from 2.1 million to 2.8 million. Over the last 8 years, 700,000 people more living in poverty than 8 years ago, when the government by Donald Tusk took the power. Now we are, as was mentioned, fucked. Partia Razem is a part of the international movement that nowadays we can see between Kurdistan and Basque country, between Peloponnese and Scotland. We are members of the same movement. For many years, we had to choose the lesser evil. Should we vote Conservatives or Conservatives? Conservatives who pretend to be social, at the same time massively privatizing, and at the same time rising the taxes for the poorest and lowering the taxes for the richest. Or so-called liberals who claim not to be pro-clerical, but the same voting for closer relation with the church. We are being called radicals. How we are radicals? Is the demanding of access for free anti-contraception radical? Is demanding for the equal rights for women radical? Is demanding for building social houses radical? No, let's gain our countries back. This is not our country, it's the country where we have got similar problems as it was mentioned before. The police has shot a migrant from Nigeria. His name was Maxwell Itoya, just for the fact that he was selling illegal socks. We have got a very similar problem as you have got all over in here. Partia Razem was created by people who mostly did not have experience in politics before. This is party of people who are forklift drivers, nurses, teachers, people who working without contracts, cleaners. And the same in here in Scotland, these kind of people are members of our party. Not managers of the banks and not the high officers of the police. I was thinking, listening to all of this, what was said today. We support independence of Scotland, in majority of us, I would dare say. But let me ask you a question. If Scotland becomes independent republic, does it mean that the international capital will disappear from here? Does it mean that the poverty will disappear? No, but we need to fight for this vision of Scotland where we live all together. We need to fight for the vision of country that would include everybody, regardless of their cultural or ethnic backgrounds. We are here representing, in a way, Polish community living in here. Situation like I have heard a couple of days ago on our branch meeting a story when there was a 13-year-old girl with her mother in a hospital. The mother had cancer and was about to die. There was nobody to tell her that in Polish, so the 13-year-old girl had to be translated, and the 13-year-old girl had to tell her mother that she's going to die. We are not black, but we are discriminated in this country as well, as every single national minority. Let's change this country for all of us. We are open here for any discussion, and if anybody wants to ask us any questions about any particular issues of our program, we are gladly to answer all your questions. The alternative for the international capital and for the ruling elites will not build itself. The different politics is possible. We need to create it together.